Yes, but it's not exactly good. You like my Switch family? They're gonna have a DS soon. So Nintendo Switch Online is a mishmash of little features that promise to enhance your Nintendo Switch experience for a yearly, quarterly, or monthly fee. Here is what you get. Number 1, access to online play. You pay Nintendo a fee for the privilege of playing their games over the internet. Now before 2018, Nintendo just gave you this for free. But I guess Sony and Microsoft were charging for the same thing, so they joined in. One thing they didn't copy though, it being good. The online infrastructure in 2022 is just still not that great, with noticeably frequent crashes and lag. On top of that, the friends and chat functionality is just so archaic and stripped back compared to Xbox and PlayStation. The result is it feels less like a service and more just like a road toll. The second thing you get is this smartphone app. It's meant to let you voice chat with your friends, but you need to be playing one of these 4 specific games in a specific mode at the same time as all of your friends so you can actually chat to each other. I'm so lonely. This just does not take into account how friends actually game together. Sometimes people want to go play something else or go do something else but still be on the call together. You can't do that on this. I would just avoid this altogether and go use Discord or FaceTime or something. It does also come with specific features for these 3 games, with the Animal Crossing app actually being pretty useful for checking on the game world. Overall, it's kind of the only useful thing on this app though. If you're not playing Animal Crossing, this app is basically useless. Third, you get cloud saves, so you can back up and access your saves pretty much anywhere. This is great if you've lost your Switch or it breaks or something. Your progress will still be safe. Awesome. Here's the fine print though. Here is every game that is not actually compatible with the cloud service. Oh, Splatoon? Can't use it. Oh, every Pokemon game? Yep, every Pokemon game. What? Nintendo say these games aren't compatible with cloud saves to limit cheating. You could after all potentially roll back to an old save after you've sold or traded an in-game item online. Naughty. This is such a weak excuse. There are many games on other platforms that already have an automatic cloud save feature built in to prevent stuff like this. But no. For Nintendo, that is just way too hard to think of. Instead, we'll just not give you part of the service that you pay for on some of our most popular games. Oh, look, it's still going. Oh, it's not all bad though. Pokemon fans, you can opt into yet another different subscription service to store your digital creatures in the cloud. Isn't that nice? I started writing this so optimistically. Okay, there is some good stuff. Fourth, you get access to an ever-growing library of over 100 NES and SNES games. I love how the library is presented with all its old box art, and everything just boots up straight away. You want to play a game, you can jump straight in. It's a good selection of games too, with most fan favorites we all know, but it also has a few lesser known hidden gems as well. All of the games get extra features like the ability to rewind and quick saves, some also gain online multiplayer, and a few even come with special versions like this Legend of Zelda that starts with all items unlocked. Wait a minute, that's cheating! That's not allowed! Whether or not this is actually worth it is entirely based on how much you care about these games. Now, personally, I played a lot of this stuff in my youth, so I don't really have that much interest in replaying it. Besides, there is too much good stuff releasing right now. Still, for the nostalgic or people who haven't played these games like younger gamers, you're treated to a pretty amazing history lesson, all with some modern luxuries built on top. Fifth and finally, you get access to special offers, which includes the privilege of being able to buy old controllers that work with Switch, and my personal favourite, access to these weird experimental games like PAC-MAN 99, Tetris 99, and Mario 35, which has sadly been taken away from us, but it was very fun while it lasted.
This was the best thing in my life!
This is kind of a catch-all for just extra stuff Nintendo want to throw at you, but for Tetris 99 and PAC-MAN 99, I honestly think I would pay a $30 subscription to play them, at least for a year. They're just really fun. It would be nice to buy these separately as standalone apps for like $5 or something, but you kind of need the Switch Online service anyway to play them, so I kind of view them as essentially free. Okay, that's everything you get. The question is it worth it? For the online multiplayer gamers, it's very clear this service will just be worth it to you. You have to pay for it to play online, and everything else is just kind of a bonus. For heavy Nintendo Switch users, if you really care about your progress and want it to be safe, this will be worth it just for the cloud saves. They make for excellent insurance against theft, damage, or loss of your Switch. But do check if your games actually back up to the cloud. What? 1-2 Switch, really? For families with young kids or who just use this as a casual couch multiplayer sort of device, I would recommend avoiding this service altogether. Even if it's pretty cheap, you're just not going to get your money's worth that often. You may find a lot of value in those retro libraries though. Maybe you want to revisit old classics or find something that you missed, or hey, maybe you want to show your kids how much harder we had it in the 90s.
Mushrooms, banana peels, turtle shell, dynamite!
I'm just not sure paying for access to all of that year on year is worth it though. As with all subscription services, you're renting a certain amount of time with the games. You do not own them. And I'm just not sure it's worth it to keep paying Nintendo $30 a year for this specific library. If this is the only reason that you're purchasing Switch Online, you may find that you don't need a whole year to play this library. You may only need 3 months, 1 month, or even just the 7-day trial to just try everything out. Yeah, so that's Online. My conclusion would be it has some good stuff and is probably worth it, but it also kind of sucks. Thankfully, the pricing kind of reflects that. If you compare it to Xbox and Sony, they just have much better services, including free games from now, not 30 years ago. But, you know, they're also a lot more expensive. Now, if you want to know if the expansion pack is worth it, I have many thoughts. So many, in fact, that I've had to make a second video, which you can watch here. If the video is not here yet, then it's not out. Hit subscribe so you know when it's coming out. Also, if you are doing your research about the Nintendo Switch and haven't bought one yet, I actually know the best Nintendo Switch for you. Hit this video here to find out which one that is.